Yes.
Number one. Yes, I had the experience of being the last person at the trail once, and people were so exhausted by the time they got to me.
It's nice there's so many in CRiC town centre.
Yes.
They can cover loads of that even having to get the car, which is good.
Yes,
They're friends.
yes. It was friends of ours getting married, and they've got two little children. And it's the second marriage, so you can't buy any saucepans and sheets and things. So I said I'd make a wren family. So the wrens are going very well, that's why I'm making these at the moment.
Is that a wren?
Yes.
That's eating a eat me pill like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. My uncle, he's no longer with us, but he loved birds. He used to take, when he worked in his school, he used to take groups of children in a minibus to a bird sanctuary.
Oh, nice. Yes.
And he was involved in the Dwelty Park in Bodega, and there was birds of different kinds there. And he would love this sort of thing for his garden. I could imagine him.
In fact, this is where I first started making wrens. It was for somebody's father. They couldn't think what to buy him, but he loved wrens.
Yeah.
So that's the first wren I made, was for the him, and then it's gone on since then.
Yes. A big feet and a loud voice.
Oh, I know. See, all of a sudden you hear this loud thing coming from the hedge and you heavens, a tiny little thing. I mean, these are much larger than they actually are.
Yes. And his feet, and then you look at them, and before you can say, look at that wren, they're gone.
Yes, that's right. They're quite cheeky. I mean, like, last year I rebuilt my kiln and everything, and I was looking forward to finding a new position. And then wren went and built a nest in the chimney. So I couldn't lose it for 6 weeks. You know, it was going in and out.
But control.
Yeah, but they make several nests. They chose the one in the kiln chimney to use. So the female goes around and looks to see which one she likes.
Yeah, that's marvellous, isn't it? Yeah. A friend of mine wrote a poem about the wren, in which she said that he was going to build his summer house, but in the wood a wren made a nest, so there he was on hold then.
Yes. I think they've got this instinct. But what the male does, he takes the female round to show her the nest he's built, and she chooses the one that she wants.
I'm just admiring the birds in the gallery area, yeah, and I didn't realise you were here.
Yeah.
So this was particularly pleased.
Yeah, I'm making wrens at the moment, because they seem to be the most popular. So
Really?
I don't know why. So I've got the various stages of
It's fascinating.
things I did yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's several different types of clay that I use. I use a terracotta based one for the flower pot at the bottom, but I mix other things so I can take it up to the stoneware temperature, the really hot temperature, so they can be, you know, put outside if you want to.
Yeah, someone just said that, so what a good idea, because
Yeah. People filled their houses already with stuff.
Yeah.
So you've got to work out, go
Garden.
outside. You know.
Yeah.
So that's quite good. But also they can be inside, you know.
Well, they're really pretty and so lovely.
Well, and the weather we have, they have to be frostproof.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so
Even inside in some houses.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, we specialise in weather, I think.
Yes.
And the thing is, the birds still need feeding now because the weather's so. Well, they do,
isn't
yeah,
it?
they
Yeah.
do.
My husband's trying to make the bottom holes available for the little birds, but not so much goes on the ground for the crows.
Yes. It's hard though, isn't it? Because they do like to spit out what they don't fancy, don't they? It's terrible, birds.
I find the mixed bird seed is hopeless because they.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's the one.
Just
Yes.
get the nicest
I've got
size.
the in the other one. I've got the very nice small seed.
Something more sculptural. And people notice birds.
Yeah.
Because they used to say, oh look, there's a wren, you know,
Yeah.
in terms of outside.
Yeah,
and they
that's
come
right.
here and they think, oh, there's a bird. And they will look, which is the initial kind of
With my butcher now, I find that I do it.
That's lovely, isn't it?
Do you not just make birds? You make something else?
I mainly make birds, but I also do a few things on the potter's wheel. So I make bowls,
Have
some
you
little
tried to
jugs.
do butterflies?
I have made a butterfly, yes, with porcelain, tiny. Yeah, it's a good idea. Yes.
Even necklaces?
Well, no, these are just my colours. So when I'm doing a bird, you know, if I want a particular colour, I can look at these and think, oh yes, that will do. For example, that next time
Just
when I make
think
this
which one you need to do.
That's right, and on the back I've written what it is, so I know which packet and bottle to use. Because sometimes it's not obvious at all. So that's my blue. Less than blue.
good interview, Eve.
Yes.
Asked you all the questions.
Yes, it's fantastic. We can stay all day.
I know it's great. I know that.
It's just the questions I need. It's wonderful.
I'm going to go and visit all the other artists and each of them have questions.
Yes, that's right. It's wonderful. BBC.
Well, you know, I think some of their interviewers are awful, so that is, I think, you just there. We're definitely superior. We were all interested, weren't we? So
Yes.
you're working very well.
Bye bye.
That's lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you.